Hey there, hey there. Yeah, we're going live today on our channel to talk about how to connect with your higher self. So, before we get started, in case you're new to our channel, just want to let you know that this is the place where you can come to open up to the reality that death is an illusion, that life continues, and that means that we don't have to say goodbye to those we love who've transitioned. I know that might be a big concept for some people to swallow, but stick around because we're going to talk about that a little bit today, but focusing more on your higher self as the way to actually connect across the veil. Because this is what you may or may not know, that everyone has a higher self. It doesn't matter if you don't believe in it. That's the reality because you're a soul. And again, you don't have to believe that you're a soul to be a soul, because clearly you exist right now. I don't think you can argue with us about that. You exist. Because you exist, you are eternal. You will always exist. And even scientists will tell you that once energy is created, it cannot be destroyed. So therefore, you cannot be destroyed, and neither can anyone you love who's transitioned. That's just how it is. So the question becomes, how do we continue to connect? How do we hear them, feel them, see them, and just experience them in whatever way we can? And this is why it's important that you hone your connection to your higher self. And so stick around because I'm going to lead you in a meditation exercise to help you connect. If you haven't done that before, this may just blow your mind. If you've already channeled your higher self or connected with your higher self, which by the way, you have done, you just weren't aware of it, even if this is a whole new concept to you, because your higher self has been communicating with you from the moment you came into this life. And it communicates to us through positive emotions like excitement, passion, joy, love, curiosity, fascination. All of those positive emotions are the language of your higher self, which is calling you to let it guide you to your highest good, to the path of least resistance, because it has the broader view of what is truly aligned with who you are on that soul level. So this is what's important, that you understand that you literally have two minds, not four, two minds, your higher mind and your physical mind. So we need to talk about this just so that everyone's on the same page, because this may not have occurred to you. That this is why there are times when you're tuned in and you seem to know what is right for you and you move forward and it does turn out to be right for you. And other times where you were listening more to your physical, logical mind that is zero psychic, okay? Your physical mind, logical mind, rational mind is not psychic at all. It doesn't have the broader view of what's down the road. And when I say down the road, I don't mean like months from now or even a day from now. I mean the next second from now. It doesn't know what's around the corner. Your higher mind knows. And it's trying to lead you, again, on the path of least resistance. No, don't go this way, go that way. But it does that through broadcasting positive emotions. So if, again, this concept is new to you and you're wondering, how do I connect with that? First, it comes from you understanding the dynamics here. And this has always been in play. And that there were moments when you went with your logic and it may have worked out. In those cases, it would have meant your logical mind was aligned with what your higher mind knew was good for you. And so you kind of lucked out. It was like you were just fortunate. But most of the time, when you just go with what's logical you will find that it doesn't quite work out the way you hoped, or it could even be a disaster, complete, like blow up in your face, right? Because again, your physical mind is only operating on old data. Your physical mind only knows what happened in the past and what's happening right now. So you need your physical mind to help you deal with what's happening in the moment so that you don't run the stop sign and hit a wall or another car or run over a person because it's paying attention. Oh, I'm driving my car and there's an intersection. I better slow down. That's what your physical mind is for, to help you navigate the physical world. But it is not meant to guide you as to what to do next in your life. It doesn't have the roadmap that you had laid out for yourself because you did come into this life with a certain plan, a destiny, if you will, and your soul knows what that is. So it's been trying to lead you to the persons, to the situations, to the places, okay, that is on your soul's plan. Okay, that's mapped out for you. Your destiny cannot be changed. Cannot be changed, but you have free will so that you can choose to embrace that destiny and live that life, or you can resist it. But that doesn't mean that you don't have a lot of leeway as far as, what to do with your life, because you do. And what I've learned is that reality will kind of recalibrate if you kind of veer a little off course, which I did in my life. And I got married early on when I got guidance, like I was making a mistake, and I went ahead and did it anyway because I wasn't following my higher self's guidance. I just was going with my logic, but this is my high school sweetheart. He's a wonderful guy and he's got a good job and we have so much fun. And why not? Why not marry him? I hadn't really understood that that wasn't enough because I wasn't truly deeply in love with them. Because, like a lot of young people, I didn't know what that was. But my higher self literally spoke out loud to me because it was that critical. It rarely does it, but in my case, it did. And it said, "You're making a mistake on my wedding day." Like, clear as a bell, out here, like somebody's talking to me, and there was nobody there. I was completely alone in a room by myself, doors closed. Okay. That's very rare. And it only happened because my higher self really needed to get the message through that I was veering off my life path. And I wasn't open to spirituality, to intuition, none of that. I was quite young. And so it needed to alert me and just plant the seed. So that's what higher mind can do. Just plant the seed. Like, it gives you an idea. In my case, a warning that was audible, because it knows, like, wait, she's not meant to go down that path. She has another destination ahead of her that she'll miss. But of course, I could have still been stubborn and ignored it. But if I had done that, I would have suffered. There would have been other things that would happen that would get my attention, because that's how the universe works. It would get my attention to question, like, what am I doing? Like, this doesn't feel right to me, even though logically, again, he was a great guy. To this day, he's a wonderful person. Everyone who knew me felt like we were, you know, soulmates, that perfect couple, that kind of thing. It's really hard to go against that when everybody around you, or friends or family, love this person and he is a great person, but yet your soul knows, no, that's not what you came here for. This isn't part of your destiny. And I would have missed my whole destiny. So I'm telling you this because this example of how my own higher self, my own intuition, which you're born with, everyone's born with, no exception. It was already trying to, like, go, hello. Hello, what are you doing? So once you understand that, instead of doing what most people did, what I did at the beginning, right, shrug it off and go, well, that's just weird. I don't know what that is. I let it go. But here's the deal. And I want you to really understand this. Here's the deal. Because you are a soul and your higher self is connected to your soul. Even when something weird like that happens, it does stay with you. Even though my logical mind, again, shrugged it off and said, that was just weird. I'm going to ignore it. And didn't even freak out. I just thought, that's weird. I just kept going, got married. But my higher self was giving me the option to call off the wedding because I have free will and I didn't. But because it planted the seed in my mind, it did stick because my soul recognized the truth, you see. Because again, you are a soul. Your higher self is you. So it knew that it just needed to kind of tap me on the shoulder and awaken it on a deeper level to the core of my being, even though my physical mind was rejecting it. Because my physical mind isn't my true self. It's just the personality ego construct that I'm using to live this life. Whereas my soul, that my higher self is connected to, is the eternal me. It's the real me. So it knows the full truth. It knows what's really right for me. And your soul, your higher self, knows what's best for you too. So even if you don't listen to it and you don't follow your joy, your excitement, your curiosity, it's still broadcasting that to you. And in time, if you're open to it, you might start paying attention, and it knows that. And why would it ever stop broadcasting that to you anyway? Because there's no point. It's who you are. So that message, that transmission of this is exciting, even if you don't know why something's exciting to you, but somebody told you about it and you go, I don't know why. I want to go find out what this is. That's the call of your higher self, right? So I want you to think about that. This is all new to you, but having that connection, trusting that, even if you don't understand it yet, listening to that emotion or that voice, that message that lands in your head out of the blue. I can't promise you who that is because, yes, it can be your higher self talking to you. It could also be a loved one on the other side communicating with you. It could be a guide. It could be an angel. It could be anyone, but it's going to be a being on the other side. It's not your physical logical mind. And I want you to be clear on that. Physical logical mind doesn't conceive ideas or thoughts. It will ponder the thoughts you already have had and bring them back, regurgitate them to dwell on, usually negatively in some cases, right? But a thought that comes in out of the blue, that doesn't do that. Not when you're relaxed, not when you're chilled out, not when you're in neutrality. You're just kind of being still. Anything that comes in then is coming from a higher realm than this physical realm. And that's all you need to understand. And it's always going to be benevolent. The only time it wouldn't be is if you're in a negative state, which means the thoughts you're going through your head are likely negative. And yes, those are from your physical mind, because your higher mind never, and I mean never, is going to say anything negative to you because it sees no point. Because anything that happens to you, it understands that it can be seen from a positive perspective and that you can use it for your highest good, no matter if the experience, the event, the situation is something that on a personal level, that you would look at it and go, this really sucks. This is terrible. Or this is even tragic or even scary. Your higher self knows that you cannot be destroyed. It knows that you can change reality. It knows your power. So it's never, and I mean never, going to give you a fear thought. It's never going to criticize you. It's never going to worry about you. It's only going to give you solutions to the problems and challenges that may be before you and give you the insight or the idea. I'm just so used to that, just living in the flow. Like even today, when my decision to come live happened at the last minute because I woke up this morning going, well, should I upload a video? Because I had a workshop I was going to share with you guys. Or, what should I do? And then I said it out loud, like, I don't know what to do. I literally said, I don't know what to do today. And then immediately I heard, meet your higher self. That's the name or the subject or the thumbnail or what do you want to call it? You're going to talk about telling people how to connect with your higher self today because plus we're teaching a workshop on it. And so if you're interested in that, and you don't have to decide right now, but there'll be a link in the description box and maybe in the live chat, we'll drop a link too. But you can decide, like, is this something I want to dive into? Because guys, I'm not trying to hype this up, but channeling can change your life. It changed mine and it brought me home to myself. So connecting with your higher self, hearing its message, feeling it guiding you, and literally like happened today when I asked out loud, what do I do? Because I know the universe is interactive and it will answer your question. But even then I wasn't prepared for when it immediately said, higher self, meet your higher self. And I said, oh, okay. That's how life can be. That's how my life is. And it's how your life can be too, right? I'm not saying you're not going to have any problems ever again. I'm not saying you're never going to have a challenge because we came here for challenges. We came here to stretch ourselves, to use our spiritual muscle, if you will, and grow and evolve. But I promise you, it can be exciting. It can be exhilarating to dive into those challenges, especially when you know you have support from this greater part of you that you can literally talk to through channeled writing, through meditation. We're going to teach all of that. It's not hard. And this to me is far superior than learning mediumship because this lays the foundation for you being a medium because it starts with you communing with the true version of you through your soul. Because guess what, guys? When your loved one passed away, they returned to being their soul. They are their higher self. So don't you think that if you get that upgrade, that you get more blended with your higher self, with your soul, that now you become a vibrational match to the ones you love on the other side? Of course you do. It's like your psychic awareness is contained in your higher self because your physical mind is not psychic. It's not, doesn't have the broader view. It's not on the mountaintop seeing what's coming down the road. Your physical mind is really meant to just deal with the 3D ground floor level reality. That's it. And it's doing its job and it's perfect this way. Okay, so you need to understand that you have two minds, and when you get more aligned with your higher mind, then your physical mind can relax and realize, oh, I'm not supposed to make all the decisions. I'm meant to work together with the higher mind to give a balanced perspective because the higher mind does communicate with the physical mind and it needs that cooperation so that the higher mind gives the information, the physical mind says, oh yeah, that's what we're going to act on. Great, I got the picture, I get the picture, right? Whereas if you're just letting the physical mind run everything, it's going to be stressed, it's going to make up stuff because you're asking it to, and it's trying to help you. So it says, well, maybe what happened 6 months ago is the answer. So it's going to give you that. And if you don't know that that's not coming from your soul, then you're going to be in trouble probably. Okay. And so you want to be a whole person, then you need to line up with your higher self, your higher mind, and let your physical mind take a break. Because that's why life can get stressful for people, because they're trying to figure things out on a purely logical level. And that's just asking for trouble, just asking for a lot of chaos, right? You're meant to be of one mind, a higher mind and a physical mind blended together, each doing its own job. So, channeling your higher self is a way of strengthening that part of you in a very grounded, easy way. It is so easy, it's going to blow your mind. Okay. I do a lot of work on you energetically. We do attunements. We're going to clear limiting beliefs because that's important. Because if you have a block, it's going to make it harder for you to connect with this part of yourself. If you feel you're unworthy, don't love yourself, that makes everything harder when it comes to connecting with the spirit world because they're pure love. And so the more you can be the love that you truly are, then of course it's going to be easier for you to see, hear, feel, and know your loved ones on the other side, and also connect with your guides and angels because they're existing in that high frequency. So you understand, like this is not supposed to be complicated, and I want you to get that. Some New Age people are making it like it is complicated. Uh, I'm here to tell you it isn't. One channeling workshop opened me completely up, but it came after me practicing channeling. And I later understood that, yes, I was channeling my guides, but I was also channeling my higher self. Because here's the thing that I found out later. For many of us, maybe all of us, is what Spirit's saying to me, your main guide is really your higher self. It's just that most people are not ready to kind of hold that idea because it'd be like, oh, well, I can't be guiding me. Like, who am I? Right. And so that doesn't come into your awareness until you're ready to understand that you have this higher part of you that is connected to source, to all that is. And so why can't this higher part of you guide you? Probably better than any spirit guide, even in any angel, because you are source energy. And so when you commune with this greater version of yourself, it's going to raise your consciousness, it's going to raise your frequency. Your innate abilities start to blossom because you're born psychic. You just were conditioned out of it, programmed to disbelieve it. That's all. And so that's why I say there's not as much to learn, although there are things to learn, but it's more about releasing those limiting beliefs that have hampered your ability to know what you know, to see what you can see, to hear the other side, to be all that you are. It's more about removing what is limiting you than it is about adding anything. Okay, that's a very different dynamic here. You don't have to bring in a lot. You have to let go of the baggage, the limiting beliefs that are weighing your vibration down and keeping you from being fully intuitive, con- connected to the true natural you. It's just that. So if you understand that, then can you see that this does not have to be a complicated process? It's just letting go. Like, oh, I want to be who I really am. I'm ready to let go of these definitions and assumptions of reality that don't serve you and replace them with the definitions that are more accurate, that are true, that support you. It's really that. It's really about that. So if can you see therefore that this isn't a big of a deal? It's just people want to have these workshops and charge you thousands of dollars and say, yeah, you got to study with me for a year or whatever it is. And now you'll be your true self. Guys, I took a workshop that lasted a weekend. Yeah, I had to put the time in to practice, and you will too, but we're going to lay it out for you, and you will have a safe container to explore this for a month, and you'll get going. I didn't have a month of support. I had I think it was just a weekend, like Friday night, Saturday, Sunday. That's it. Never saw the teacher again. Never had any support after that, nothing. And I was on my own. You're not going to be on your own in this. You're going to have me helping you. You're going to have Alan on the other side helping you. And you're going to have your own higher self stepping up into your life. Right? So now I just want to get right to helping you meet your higher self. Okay, let's just get right to it. And again, this doesn't have to be complicated at all. If you believe it must be because maybe your physical mind says, well, this can't be real if it doesn't take a lot of time. That's just a belief. That's just your limiting belief. Okay, it needs to take a lot of time, or I need to invest like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars for this to be truly real. Guys, that's just a negative limiting belief. Our workshops are not expensive. You'll see if you click on the link for it, 50% off. You'll look at it and go, it can't be that inexpensive. We price it that way because we're here to help as many people as possible wake up. This is the time of awakening. You're meant to step into being who you truly are and be free and be healthy and be completely intuitive and tuned in to all of your loved ones in the spirit world who want to help you, but they can't help you if you're not plugged in. This is the way to plug in. Okay, there are other ways, I'll admit that, but we're going to give you an easy way to plug in, and we're going to back you up with a lot of support. All right, so let's do this. Now, if you're listening to me and you're driving, please turn this off. Okay, come back to it later because I tend to put people into a trance. That's just how it is when I channel the other side. Okay, right now, we're going to call in your higher self without me even doing anything yet, okay? Because your higher self is there, so it's not like I have to go find them. It's more about setting intention. Everything is about intention. So you're just going to set the intention. I want to connect with and blend with my higher self. Okay, and your higher self is right there. Where else is it going to be? So I want you to close your eyes and repeat after me. I am one with my higher self. I am one with my higher self. I am one with my higher self. Repeat again. I am one with my higher self. I am one with my higher self. I am one with my higher self. I want you to expand your energy field, just using the power of your intention. Expand your energy field. Imagine you're extending your field about 3 feet around you, in front of you, behind you, above you, below you, like you're in your own reality bubble. Expand your energy field, expand your energy body so that you can perceive everything in your space. You're claiming dominion over your space. And imagine that within this bubble, within this space, you're immersed in the energy, the love, the frequency of your higher self, of your soul. You see, the truth is, your soul is not in your body is in your soul. Your soul is too big to be squeezed into your body. Your body is inside your soul. So I like you to expand your awareness and feel into your higher self, feel into your soul. And take a deep breath in, hold it for a moment, and then exhale. And take another deep breath in, hold it for a moment, and then exhale. And continue to do some more deep breathing. Breathing in again, holding it for a moment, and exhaling. Each time you breathe in, you're raising your frequency. And when you breathe out, you're expanding your field. You're filling it with all of your energy. You're claiming your power as a soul, as a true, authentic you. And now just relax wherever you are with your breathing. Just relax. And I'd like you to imagine or see or feel, whatever way works for you, visualize, imagine, or feel yourself in your mind, or again, just feel that you're doing this, that you're standing in front of a mirror. The mirror can be full length, or it could be just on the wall. It doesn't matter what it is. You might even see the mirror looking a certain way. Maybe it is framed ornately. Maybe it's a simple mirror. Maybe it's just the mirror of your medicine cabinet, right, on your bathroom. It doesn't matter. See yourself gazing into this mirror. Now, whatever you see, that's fine, accept whatever it is. But now I want you, if you see it or feel it, I want you to blank it out like you're erasing it. Because next you're going to imagine your higher self. Imagine your higher self, that you're looking at your higher self. Now, it may not even look like you. It may look like another person. You may see a symbol. You may just see a color, or you may feel that there's somebody there in front of you. It doesn't matter. I want you to just trust whatever you experience and know that this is what your higher self is transmitting to you. Because again, it's the higher mind, the higher self, that conceives, that drops in whatever you're experiencing, whether you're seeing it, feeling it, hearing it, whatever senses that you're using, whatever you're experiencing, that's your higher self giving you that experience. So just stay with it. Keep engaging with it, or looking at it, or feeling it. And now I want you to talk to your higher self, whatever way you want to. Ask it questions. Ask it for help if you need help. Ask it for advice if you need advice. Again, the universe is interactive. Your higher self will communicate with you. Now, it might simply give you a feeling, an emotion. You might simply feel love, or peace, or joy, or even excitement. Whatever it is that you experience when you ask your question or ask for advice, or whatever you're engaging with your higher self, whatever happens next, in the very next second, that's your higher self's response. So just trust it, take it. If it doesn't make sense to you, you can ask it, what do you mean by that? Or show me something else, or I don't understand. Just let yourself have this free-flowing experience, right? Don't have any expectation. Just go with it. You might be getting a flood of information. You might get a download of information. You might just feel this comfort. You might just feel love. It doesn't matter. Your higher self is going to give you, because it knows you, It's going to give you what you need right now. It's never going to give you more than what you need. Wouldn't you expect this higher part of you, this wise part of you, to know that? It knows you better than you know yourself, because you know yourself from a logical place for the most part. This is your soul. So trust whatever you experience. If you want to ask another question, go right ahead and do it. If you want to just feel into the connection, that's perfect. For some of you, this is your first time connecting with your higher self, and you might be doing this and your physical mind is going, "What the hell are you doing? This is crazy. You're making it up." That's okay. Ignore that physical mind, because it doesn't understand the unseen world. It doesn't understand what a soul is. Even if you've read about it, to the physical mind, it doesn't believe what it can't see, because this is its domain, isn't it? The physical 3D world. What's physical is what the physical mind understands and believes is the only reality. So you're crossing the threshold by connecting with your higher mind. You're crossing the threshold, reaching for the other side. You can't be on the other side, because you only can do that when you drop your body. But it doesn't mean you can't communicate across the veil, because you're a consciousness. So even when you're in a physical body, your consciousness can interact with the other side. What do you think mediums are doing? And to be a soul is to be a psychic. And to be a psychic means you can also be a medium for the ones you love who are in spirit. You don't need training for that. You only need training if you're going to do this professionally for strangers, because that's a very different experience. But for you to connect with those you know and love, no training required, just belief and a solid connection to who you truly are, which raises your frequency as you're doing now. Can you feel it? I want you to use the power of your imagination, which isn't fantasy, it's the ability to create. I want you to use your imagination to feel into this powerful connection, this bonding with your higher self. That's how you're going to anchor it more in your reality. Because what you think about, what you affirm in your beliefs and saying, this is real, you make it so. Whereas if you doubt it, then you break it apart. You get to create your reality. Don't listen to what other people tell you. Be brave and explore this connection. Take a breath in. As you're breathing in this connection to your higher self, feel yourself locking into its signal. Feel the positive emotion that's flooding you with right now. And you may not feel it intensely. It may feel very subtle. That's okay. You might feel peace. You might feel excitement. You just might feel this deep love, whatever you're experiencing. Take another breath in. On the exhale, set the intention to anchor this connection, to solidify this connection. Feel it, or see it, or just know that you have made contact and you've come home to yourself. Now take a breath in. Set the intention to ground your energy to the earth. Just send down roots or a cord or two down from the base of your spine to the center of the earth. And once you connect to the earth, just draw the earth energy up into your body. Let the energy come up your feet, go up your legs, up your thighs. Let the energy go up into your pelvis, into your stomach. Let it move up into your chest. Let it move down your arms. Let the energy fountain out of the palms of your hand, filling the space around you, filling your aura with this earth energy. Bring that earth energy up into your throat, into your head, filling your head with this grounding earth energy. Let it fountain out of the top of your head. Let that energy pour down around you so that this earth energy is filling your aura, filling your field, grounding you, anchoring your connection, not only to your body, but to your reality. What is the point of you raising your frequency or making a connection if it's not grounded into the physical world? Because you want this to integrate into your life. It's meant to be part of your life. You want to feel the guidance or hear the guidance or see the guidance or just know the guidance of your higher self as you move through your day-to-day, so that you are your higher self, that you embody this part of you. And yes, your physical mind will still be there because you need it, so you don't go crashing off the cliff as you drive your car. You want your physical mind there, but in the passenger seat, not in the driver's seat. Your driver's seat is the whole you. Physical mind can be there in the passenger seat, but not kibitzing, like arguing with you about what to do. The whole you is driving, and your higher mind is, you could say, in a sense, on the rooftop, seeing where you're going and giving you the impulse of turn here, stop, turn around, right? That's the call of your higher self, your higher mind. So if this excites you, this idea of embodying your higher self, raising your frequency so that you can step into what's called fourth density, which is the highest frequency humans can attain while still being in a body, then I invite you to join us for the Channeling Your Higher Self workshop. It'll be held on Zoom, starts June 14th. And if you're watching this later, long after the workshop's over, don't worry, it's available for purchase. It may even be available in our group on School, and you'll see a link down below when and if that happens. We are serious about helping as many people as possible elevate their consciousness, raise their frequency, not just so that they can reunite with loved ones on the other side, but so they can live their best life. And you can do this right now, even during these challenging times, and in the verging into the summer of 2025, when it seems like the world kind of is going through a big breakdown. This can actually be the most phenomenal time of your life. I know it may be hard to believe, but that can happen. You don't have to be struggling and suffering. That's a choice that you need to decide, okay, based on, am I going to let my physical mind lead me through these times of chaos, and it's only going to generate more fear and negativity? Or am I going to line up with my higher self? Because that voice needs to grow extra large during these times that are unfolding. That's how you're going to get through it. You have to decide. There's like two paths right now. Everything's polarized. Am I going to listen to fear? Am I going to listen to love? Guess which part of you is lined up with love? Guess which part of you more comes from fear? You are of two minds. And unfortunately, the physical mind is more used to negativity. It's more used to fear because this only has, again, the basement or ground level view, which is scary to it. And so that's why your physical mind will tend to freak out. Your higher mind is the one that can lead you through the chaos to your best life, not just so that you don't drown in the negativity and the chaos, but that you actually thrive and become more abundant, more healthy, more youthful, more everything that you really want to be, have, and experience. Only your higher self can get you there. Working, yes, with your physical mind, but it needs to be leading the way, not your higher self is the one to turn to in times of crisis. All right, that's enough for us today. You know how to sign up for the workshop. We hope you'll join us, and we look forward to seeing you there. Or if not, we'll see you here on this channel. Subscribe, comment, let people know that this channel exists. We can't grow this without you. We're trying to help as many people as we can. So we love and appreciate you for supporting us in our mission. Okay. Take care till we see you again.